Hello, my fellow Wastelanders. Welcome once again to Blind Dad Does. My name is Ira, and I hope you're having a really good day. We are having all kinds of problems. Again, go figure with the stream. The game is not showing up for me in the window. I'm getting very, very frustrated with this piece of software, I tell you. I think I'm going to have to reinstall it after this stream is done because, it's not picking things up the way that it should. Go figure. Right? Anyways, we are going to do a little bit of Fallout 76 tonight. Mainly because I am desperately in need of getting this season complete. I'm very close. And I have a feeling that I can get it done maybe tonight if I try. However, I don't know. We're going to give it our best shot. But the season ends like I forgot, basically. It's my own fault. It's my own fault. I fully admit I completely forgot that the season is ending in like 2 days. And I'm 4 ranks away from getting the season complete. Yeah, that is so close. Oh my goodness, that is so close. It's so close. I can feel it. I can taste it. I can smell it. Do you smell it? Wait, that might be something else that you're smelling. Don't pay any attention to what you're smelling. Okay, just don't worry about it. But I can taste it. I'm so close. So that is what I'm going to do. And what I plan on, if you're willing to take the ride with me, is basically going through over and over and over, grinding like hell, trying to get this completed. Because, again, I am desperate. I really want to get it done. And I do think that I can do it. However, again, with us only having a couple of days left, that cuts down on the opportunities for the dailies to come through. So I don't know. We might be able to do it. I don't know. However, give me just a moment. I need to make sure that my everything is set up here and working correctly. So one moment. Sorry. Okay, there we go. I think I'm in my comfort zone now and ready to sit and play for a little while before I have to try to move and get my body to function. But I hope everybody out there is having a really good night. It's been a good day for me. We had the 4th of July here in America, and that was okay. We did not do a single thing to celebrate it. No fireworks, no anything along those lines. But, we had reason for it. One of my kiddos, Issa, is very sensitive to sounds. They're almost autistic in some kind of ways. We've never had a chance to get them diagnosed with it because by the time that we realized it might be happening, they were a little bit old, so nobody will run any tests on them. But well, we got pizza. Yes, I was going to go into that, Ollie. Thank you. Anyways, so it's never been completely diagnosed, but some people they have issues with really loud sounds, and it's not necessarily a PTSD thing for them, but it does bother them. So we decided, what, let's not go to the fireworks, let's not go to the explosions and that kind of thing, and help to keep things calm for them. So that's what we did, and that was okay because I got a chance to stream Warframe earlier, and that was a lot of fun, and I hope everybody out there enjoyed that. Hi Sav, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good time over there. And as Ali tried to desperately claim, yes, we had pizza, and the pizza was very good. It was Papa John's, and I definitely thoroughly enjoy Papa John's pizza. It's very yummy. It's probably my favorite. A lot of people in this household like Little Caesars, and I'm sorry, but I don't care for Little Caesars very much. It's just not my favorite. It's not my style. However, the crazy bread is to die for. I will eat crazy bread all day long and give myself even more diabetes for the crazy bread. But the pizza itself, not so much. Papa John's, however, very, very, very good. I love it. No, Little Caesars is not good. It's like I said, the crazy bread is okay, right? I'll eat the crazy bread all the time. And I used to go get a bag of crazy bread for lunch and just sit and eat it, but the pizza, I don't know. Quite frankly, I just don't like the flavor of it. I just don't. Papa John's is okay. You know, it's probably amongst my favorite. I do really like Pizza Hut too. I hate to admit it. And it's probably why I worked for both of them, right? Because I did. I worked for both places for quite a while. And I was a delivery driver for both Papa John's and Pizza Hut. And I enjoyed it. You know, I enjoyed my time doing it. It was a lot of fun doing it until I got robbed. Yeah, the texture of it is definitely not the greatest when it comes to little sleazers. I just don't care for it too much. But again, crazy bread, go for it. However, the crazy bread, I have to always request that they do like extra of the Parmesan and extra of the butter because it's really good that way. And then I usually like add a fair amount of salt to it too, just to kind of, you know, change it a little bit. Well, hey, 14, welcome to the show. I hope you're having a good night, and I hope you're enjoying yourself over there. Awesome. Thank you. I'm very glad. I'm just me. You know, I've always said that I am the strangest person that I've ever met, and I try to live up to that every day. So, you know, I'm just a blind guy trying to do games and trying to get by with it all and have a little bit of fun with you guys. So let me do this too before I go too much further. Let me do a little bit of a dad moment for you guys because I didn't do one of them earlier in my Warframe. I don't think when I was doing Warframe earlier. I think I neglected to give you guys a dad moment. But let me give you one here, okay? So just because you are saddled with somebody genetically does not mean that you have to have anything to do with them. You can walk away from them if they're being a toxic person in your life. You can make that choice. It may not be a choice that you can make right away. You know, you might be young, you might be not able to get away from them right away. But, you know, you don't have to have them as a permanent part of your life if you don't wish to. I did have to walk away from quite a bit of my family members when I was younger because I didn't want any children that I had to be exposed to that kind of toxicity that they had going on. You know, they were drunks and thieves, you know, honestly, and they were a very bad influence, not only on my own life, but on the lives of their children. So I just, you know, I walked away from it, and you guys can do that too, if need be. You know, you can make that happen for yourself. It's rough, and a lot of times it's kind of a sad, hypocritical irony that a lot of times we're taught by the same people that are the most toxic people in our lives that we're not allowed to get away from them. We have to have them in our lives constantly. You know, we're taught by them that we can never leave them. It's very Stockholmy, you know. But yeah, you can get away from it. So there you go. There's my dad moment for the moment. I'll probably do another one in a little while because you guys know me. That's what I do. I do what I do, and I hope that you guys out there take it for whatever it's worth. Again, I'm just a guy who's lived a weird life and a hard life, and I love to try to help people out. You know. So how you guys doing tonight? Fallout. We're playing a little bit. We're trying to desperately to get through this season. I am very close. I'm very close. I'm at 96 right now. So I've got 4 ranks to go, and I really want to get that season done because, you know, I love that tasty XP. I love those atoms that they give away and all that kind of good stuff. So, yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do. And oh crap, you know what? I did not join a public team. Even though I'm on a private server, I join a public team because I have that herd mentality. I just like blew a bunch of XP, like potential XP. I didn't have the herd mentality going, so I didn't get the bonus XP on these. Well, that's okay. I also need to use some lunch boxes because I think my lunch boxes that I used up before are now no longer there. Yeah, I don't see them anywhere. So let me do that too. Let me go ahead and use a couple. I've got like so many lunch boxes. Okay, guys, this is crazy. Let me find them. Let me find them. You're gonna be blown away by how many lunch boxes I have. 84, and I used like 5 of them yesterday. 84 lunch boxes I have. They keep throwing them at you. I mean, they keep throwing them at you over and over. It's like I've never once purchased. Oh shoot! Did I just use the wrong thing? I never once purchased a lunchbox ever. I refuse to pay money for these lunchboxes because they only last an hour. You know, why pay real money for something that's only going to last an hour? I'm cheap. Okay, I'm cheap and sleazy, right? That's just the way I am. But you know, I don't know. I've just collected these over the past few months because they keep throwing them at you. And now that they're giving new things away every day for free, I'm getting even more. So I'm just giving myself 100% XP bonus here. I'm just, blowing it all out of the water. So now I should see, for an hour, we've got an extra 100% XP. All right. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to just blow as many creatures away. I'm creating an apocalypse myself. Fallout has been through the apocalypse, right? But no. It has not seen the apocalypse of the blind guy. Okay, this is the blind apocalypse. It cometh, and it will destroy you all. Yes, indeed. So, that's what we're going to do. We're just going to go through and kill everything and everybody off and hope that we get enough XP. 600 for that guy. Hope that we get enough XP that we can gain a couple of score ranks. Because, think about it. Okay, I'm 4 ranks away from getting this thing complete. And so that means just for this one alone, okay, what is it? It's 3,400 rank XP I've got to get. 3,400 rank points I've got to get for this. And that means, if we do that repeatable mission where we get the 100 XP, blah, 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 we need 10,000 XP for each one of those. And we've got to do that a minimum of 34 times just to get through this level. There have been a lot of changes since beta, that's for sure. I started playing it. I wasn't in beta, but I did start playing it the day it was released. And I'll tell you, I love it. A lot of people poo-poo on it, and for good reason. I mean, when it first came out, there was some reason to, disparage it because the NPCs weren't there. It didn't have quite the same feel as, the old-fashioned, older Fallout games do. So rightfully so, a lot of people were a little frustrated with it, a little angry with it. But over time, they have really done a lot to kick it up a bunch of notches and have really made it a lot different. It has much more of a classic feel to it nowadays. And I'm glad for that. I'm glad to see that. They've also been giving a lot more options for people to do as far as things that they can do with their characters and their perks and that kind of stuff. So, for instance, what they just did with the most recent patch, allowing you to have, the perk loadouts and the special loadouts and stuff. That simplifies the process so much more. And so, once you hit that level 50 mark and you've got all of your special points, hey, we got the level, cool. Once you've got all that done, you can do the switch of the perks and the specials on the fly, and that's really nice because someone like me, I don't like to stick necessarily to one build. I do have a good build. This right here is my commando build, which actually, I screwed up. I forgot to put on my critical savvy when I was making some stuff. I do this all the time, guys, all the time. I always, whenever I change out my perks, I completely neglect the fact that I need to put the old perks back on again. So, right, exactly. Bethesda's never made a perfect game. Never have they made a perfect game. It becomes perfect over time, and especially if they allow mods to make the difference, because with the mods, it's gravy on top of it, but anyways, so I don't like to stick to just one build. I mean, yes, this build that I have is powerful. As you can see, the perks that I have, I'm just kind of running a standard commando build with this one. It's not min-maxed by any means, but it definitely does a lot of damage, and it's got those kind of quality of life perks that I look for in a good build. But it's just there basically to kind of back up the weapons that I'm using. Right now, the gun that I've got armed should be my my AA fixer right here. So this is an anti-armor fixer. It has faster fire rate and faster reload speed. It's a very nice weapon. It's probably one of the top level weapons in the game. I also have this vampire fixer for backup that also has a 25% faster fire rate. So even though this is top tier weaponry, I still like to switch out my build because, it's fun to just kind of wander around with something different for a little while. So I might want to go to a heavy build. Well, I was so limited on being able to do that because I would have to, spend my perk points to switch the specials out to be able to run a heavy build, because it's vastly different than a commando build. But now that you can do it on the fly, it really, see, for me, when it comes to games, I am a big proponent of developers doing everything that they can do to make sure that the players have as many options at their fingertips as they can, because that not only makes a better game, but it adds to the longevity of the game too. It makes it so that people stay interested much longer. So, for instance, with this character, even though this is my main character, I do have alts, but I had to build those alts, not just as mules, but I had to build them if I wanted to play a different play style. I'm not a melee person. The only things that I would switch between are heavy and commando, right? But having the option now to be able to just switch those perks on the fly and switch the specials on the fly, man, that just adds so much opportunity for me to stick with this game even longer. Because if I get bored doing this for a little while, well, I can go back to my heavy build and just screw around for a little while with a minigun or something, and have a little bit of fun. So the more devs can give that kind of optioning to the players, the longer the game's going to last. And it's obvious that that's something that they are trying to focus on with this. They're trying their best to to make that kind of thing happen without making everything completely overpowered or boring or whatever the case may be, So, yeah. I'm all about that kind of thing with games. So, anyways, I hope everybody out there is having a good night. You guys were safe during the 4th of July weekend if you guys are here in America. And if you're not, well, be glad. Sometimes things around here are a little bit crazy. But, it was a decent one for us. We didn't really do anything fireworks or anything like that. Where we live, actually, we're actually not allowed to have them. They have banned them in the location we're at.
Only for super mutant.
I got spotted. How did they spot me? Anyways, so we didn't do any fireworks or anything like that, but that's okay. One of my kiddos is really sound sensitive and that kind of thing. And my one of my other kiddos is severely autistic. So between the two of them, they're both older at this point too, so it's kind of a meh thing for them overall. So we just hung out at home, ate pizza, had some fun. We did some streaming. I did some streaming earlier tonight, and then one of my other kiddos did streaming too, and they streamed their own thing, and yeah. Ollie is a streamer as well. For those of you guys that are interested, they're over on Twitch. Let's see, what is your username over there? Ollie B with 2 I's. And they do a very, very cool stream. They're a VTuber and they do an awesome job at it. So go check them out. Go check them out. I think you guys will enjoy it. Okay, so I'm going to move on from West Tech. I am going to go down here to the Mirelurks and I'm going to see what they have to say about everything. So 14, if you don't mind, where are you from? I'm always curious about where people find me from, We got people from all over. We got people in the UK. We got people here in America, different places here in America. It's a very eclectic mix. It reminds me of when I was a kid, because I'm an older guy, right? I'm old. I'm 50, I know you're only as old as you feel, right? Well, I feel some days like I'm more closer to 300 or 400. But anyways, when I was a kid, my dad used to do CB radios, and he loved it. He would get on that CB. The man had. Okay, we lived in a trailer court when I was a kid. Okay, now just imagine that we lived in a trailer court, and the man had a 60-foot tall ham tower behind our trailer. The dang tower was as big as our trailer, sticking up in the air. And So he would talk to people from all over the world, and it was very cool to me to like see that kind of thing happening. And this was, back in the 70s, right? This was way back in the day. So it was really cool to me because a lot of times what he would do is he'd give the a PO box that he had and have people send postcards from wherever they were, and he'd send one back to them as well. So we had postcards from all over the world. We had them from China, Korea. It was really, really neat. And for me as a kid, that was special. That was really cool. Oh, that's awesome, 14. That is really cool. That is really cool. I love that. I used to live in Virginia, not West Virginia, but I lived in Virginia, and it was kind of weird because we lived on a plantation. It was once the plantation that was owned by Abraham Lincoln's first aide, and my mom got a job there when I was younger. I was like 12. She got a job there as one of the maids, the second floor maid, in fact. So my dad, me, and her, we moved from here in Indiana all the way over to Virginia just so that she could take on that job. And it was very interesting. It was an interesting place to be. We encountered a lot of weirdness there. But one of the cool aspects of it was there was a horse farm that was just right down the road. Like, it was on the other side of the plantation, basically. And so I would go over there every day, and they actually put me to work, even though I was a little young. But they had me help them do the breaking and training of the horses that were there. And man, that was such a cool experience. I loved doing that. So I in some ways, I kind of missed that zone. We were at the foot of one of the mountains there in Appalachia. And I can't remember which town it was at this point. It started with an R. But it was a really cool experience. It was a really cool experience. So, excuse me. I love that area of the country, though. It is beautiful. It is just beautiful. I don't want to hit him in the arm. That would be completely useless. I know we're not getting a whole lot of XP for these guys, but it's some, so, and I can take them out pretty easily, so just running through it here real quick. Should not take long. Was he legendary? I'm not sure. Nope. Just diseased. Spreading their disease every dang where. So, for those of you guys that are new to the channel, welcome. I hope that you guys are having a great time and having a great night, and that everything for you is coming true. That you are living any dream that you want to live. And if you're not, that's okay, because sometimes dreams take a little bit of time to come to fruition, but you're going to get there no matter what anybody else tells you. You be your dream, okay? You be anything that you want to be. Except evil. Don't be evil. If you're going to be that, don't be that, okay? I'm trying to think if it's going to be worthwhile picking that up. I need the script, but yeah, we'll take it. It's fine. It's only worth 3, but that's okay. Anyways, for those of you guys that are just joining and you're not aware of my situation or who I am or what I am or anything along those lines, well, number one, why haven't you been here? I've been here forever. I'm just, yeah. Anyways, I am a blind guy, so I do play games though I am blind, and I try to do as best as I can. I'm not the best. You're not going to see me doing like the expert pro, amazing parkour, jumping all over the place, whatever the case. I don't even know. What are you kids into these days? Anyways, I'm not going to be that, right? But what I am is somebody that is here trying to have a good time and trying to be a positive and entertaining and, just a hopeful light, a shining moment in your life. And I tell you, every moment that you guys sacrifice to be here with me, I am deeply grateful for. There are no words available for me, and I'm a writer, so there are no words available for me to be able to express how grateful I am for you guys being here with me in this moment in time. Okay, so take that for whatever it's worth. It may not be worth much, but it's what I've got, right? I do get asked a lot what kind of blindness and all that kind of stuff. How do I facilitate all this kind of stuff? Well, I'm frankly about a couple of inches away from my monitor. And that's about the only way that I can actually see anything of what I'm doing. Games like this are helpful to me because you can do VATs. So, just with the push of a button, you can kind of get the feel for where a target is. So even when I'm using a heavy weapon style and you don't do VATs really with it, you'll still see me sometimes doing VATs to make sure that I'm getting them targeted, because frankly, I can't aim worth a squat. So you won't find me doing PvP games here. That is not something that is going to be here with any regularity. I might do something here or there, but I'm not a PvPer because, quite frankly, I'm handicapped, literally trying to play those kind of games. So I'm much more. If I was to play one of those kind of games like Call of Duty or whatever the case may be, I'm just clickbait. I mean, really, that's what it comes down to. I'm just clickbait. So, yeah, I think Roanoke actually is maybe what it was. 14. It very well could be Roanoke, but again, I was really young, so it's not something that's very heavily in my memory as far as what the place was called. I do remember it was with an R, so it wasn't Richmond though. I am sure of that. It was not Richmond. I'll wait until he shuts up here.
My marshals will take care of transporting him back here.
Okay, so one other thing that's helpful is that I have played the game now for at least 2,100 hours, and so I've got kind of like a good feel for where things spawn, what they're going to be moving with, how they're going to be moving. So a lot of things are kind of muscle memory for me at this point in time. The type of blindness that I have is called keratoconus. It is. It's a weird one. It's a genetic defect that did not really start kicking in until I was in my mid-30s, and that's when it ended up taking my vision in the way that it did. So how it works is my eyes are pyramid-shaped instead of egg-shaped. So I end up. The problem is, like, I see too much instead of too little. So it's not that I'm dim blind or black blind. I end up seeing too much. I cannot see in 3 dimensions. I cannot, like, the more lights there are, the more activity that there is, the more it messes me up. Everything becomes washed out. So it's like the best way I can describe it is that my vision works as if you are looking into a wax museum that has been melted in a fire. Everything is completely like washed together, superimposed over each other. There's no ability to discern where one thing ends and another begins. So it's rough. It's an ugly one. But one of the other side issues too is that I have a massive amount of scarring on my corneas on top of it all. So, yeah. So my favorite Fallout game, right? That's what you're asking me, Ellie? I would say it's probably it would probably be Fallout 4. It would be this one. Okay, let me break it down. It would be this one. However, you can't mod the game, at least yet. And for me, I like Fallout 4 because it's very similar in feel to Fallout 76, but you can mod it to kind of be more akin to what you want it to be. So like, again, with my vision issues, there are a couple of things that I would like to have different in this game that would help me to be able to play it a little bit easier. But I can't do that in this game, whereas in Fallout 4, I would be able to. I hope that makes sense. It's just, it is what it is, I guess you could say. So I hope that answers your question. I've been playing the Fallout games, though, since, like, literally they came out. I mean, I've been around since the first Fallout game came out. And I got it, and I played the ever-living crap out of it, and I loved it. It was actually a big influencer on my writing. As I said, I am an author. I have 14 books published. I have dozens of short stories published. And all of them are science fiction, horror, fantasy, you know, that kind of speculative fiction. So a lot of the inspiration that I got when I was younger and just kind of like spreading my wings with writing came from falling in love with the Fallout universe, starting from the first one. I love it, you know. So I'm jumping onto a fresh world so that I can find more targets, get a new spawn. A few days ago, my wife bought me a new container for me to have my tea in. I swear this thing would make the best beer stein ever. It's literally almost a gallon worth of fluid inside of this thing. So, but it is heavy. It's 10 pounds worth of weight. So I feel like I'm like over here lifting at the same time I'm just trying to take a dang drink. Fallout New Vegas. That was a really good game. I definitely enjoyed New Vegas and what they did with it. The one issue I had with New Vegas, though, is that it was, and you'd probably be one of the ones to admit this, that the UI on it is pretty clunky. You know, it's not real easy to get along with. And so for someone that's like me with these vision issues that I have, you know, it's a little rough. So I actually tried to play it again just a couple of months ago, and I'm like, no, unfortunately, there's just no way that I can. Even with mods, it was way too rough on me to try to get it to work with my vision. Unfortunately, because I did love New Vegas as well. New Vegas, one of my favorite things about New Vegas was a mod that came out called Robco Certified, where you could run around with these robots that you build. And oh god, I had so much fun with that. I had robot armies that were just massive. I'd run around with like 30 or 40 different robots and everything behind me, just blasting everything in sight while I just stood there collecting the loot. I mean, it was great. I loved that mod. I loved playing around with it. It was really one of the mods that made the whole game for me. I loved that one. And I was kind of disappointed that when they came out with it for the Fallout 4 version of that mod, it didn't have the same feel. It just wasn't quite the same. So you're a collector of goodies for Fallout then too, huh? couple of years ago for Christmas, my wife ended up for my birthday, I'm sorry, my wife ended up making me a couple of Fallout things. So she made me a bottle of Nuka-Cola and also a bottle of Nuka-Cola Quantum, and those were so cool. Unfortunately, the Nuka-Cola one ended up busting, so kind of out of nowhere. In fact, it was really creepy. I had it in a room. It was in my writing studio, and out of nowhere, the thing just like exploded, and I'm like, okay, I don't even know how that occurred. I have no clue how that even happened, so unfortunately I don't have that one anymore, but still, I love collecting Fallout goodies. I'm a collector of goods, I really am. My favorite thing to collect is anything Star Trek. I'm a Star Trek freak. I love Star Trek. I love everything about it. So I've got a huge amount of collector's items for anything Star Trek. One of my favorite things is for those of you guys not familiar necessarily with Star Trek, the creator of it is Gene Roddenberry, and the original series came out in 1966 is where it began, so somebody had given me as a Christmas present one year a signed picture of the entire original cast with the producer Gene Roddenberry and his wife Majel Barrett. All of them had signed it, and it's not a reproduction or anything like that. It is legit signatures. I mean, you can see the pen marks on the paper and everything. And I mean, that was like it was the best gift for me ever. I loved it. I still love it. It's sitting right on the wall for me right now. Yeah, it's kind of one of my all-time favorite things. But what's cool with it is, a lot of the cast members, they either they don't do signings anymore or they're dead, and so it's impossible to get these signatures anymore. And yet here I've got them, so it's a very precious thing for me. And I've had it now for a number of years, and I love it. Oh. I hope it didn't explode on you. Oh, we're getting closer to that line here. That's cool though that you ended up making them like that. I love seeing what people can create when it comes to like things that they're inspired by. I used to do graphic arts for a living, and I really enjoyed it. I can't do it anymore because unfortunately my vision issues I can't get the fine detail that I used to. But I love seeing what people can create off of the things that they're inspired by. Oh, everything in here is dead. All right, well, we'll move on to the Mirelurks down here then, see if they're still spawned up. I see a house is right nearby, so they may not be. By the way, yes, I do vape. You guys will see my clouds. I smoked for 30 years and I quit as of 8 years ago. Actually, my anniversary for my quit date for smoking was just a couple of days ago. So 8 years ago, I ended up quitting. And I don't regret it. I don't regret it at all. Oh, 5 stitches in the pointer finger. Oh, geez. Oh, that's a rough one to get stitches in too. Wouldn't be so bad if it was your pinky or something, but the pointer finger is. Ugh. I had when I worked at Papa John's one year. One of the. Yeah, you got a cool scar out of it. Yeah, see, I love scars. I'm a big fan of scars. I love scars because every scar tells a story, right? And they show in some kind of way you have survived something. And to me, I don't know, scars are just some of the coolest things ever. My wife, who just had her birthday yesterday, in fact, she was born with a congenital heart defect, and by all rights, she should have died many, many years ago. And she's still here, thankfully. But she had open heart surgery when she was 4 years old. That was when her third surgery was. And okay, so is the queen not up? Maybe not. Let me throw another grenade just in case I missed it. Yeah, there we go. I missed it. That's why. Anyways, so she's had like multiple surgeries over the years to like help to facilitate keeping her alive. And her most recent one was in December, and she was so worried because that surgery that she had when she was 4, when they did that really major surgery, gave her this awesome scar that basically went from like right here at her neck all the way down to her gut. They cut her wide open, so she was so worried that the scar with this new surgery was gonna change and be destroyed or go away. And to me, I've told her many times over the years, I love your scars. Every one of those scars are awesome. They show that you are here for a reason, and that if the scar did change, it just means that the scar that you had, now you're growing into a new one, But when they did the surgery, what they ended up doing was they cut through the old scar. They just went right through that scar that was already present. And now she's got, not only does she still have basically the same, it's a little bit different, not by much, but she basically still has the same scar, but now it's fresher, so it's all red and puckery and everything like that. And so like before the surgery here in December, she it was kind of fading, she hit 30, so it's kind of fading and everything like that. So she was, oh geez, we got the alien. Die. There we go. That was cool. We don't get him popped up very often. So anyways, yeah, now she's got this scar that has been refreshed, really, and she's very pleased with it because now she can see, everything with the scar, and it just makes her really happy. So, yeah, to me, scars are really cool. Anyways, what I was going to say was when I worked at Papa John's many years ago, I had to do prep work for the for the day, so we had to like cut the vegetables and all that kind of stuff. Well, I was cutting onions, and the knife that I was using, it was sharp, it was super sharp, but it wasn't like, the handle on it wasn't the best. 1700 XP for him. Nice. That's very tasty indeed. So anyways, the knife slipped, and when it slipped, it ended up taking the whole front end of my thumb off. So they were able, thankfully, to reattach it. I kind of kept it, kept the skin, and went to like the emergency room with it, and they were able to reattach it. So now the front end of my thumb, I have no feeling in at all. Yeah, it's like a really, really weird, cool scar. So take that for whatever you will, but yeah, I'm a big fan of scars. I like them. even the scars that are there because you've been through a horrific experience, they're there because you survived. You know, you should be proud of that scar because it shows that even though you have gone through the most screwed up stuff, you're alive, and you didn't just go through it, you survived it. So by surviving it, there's nothing else that can touch you like that again. You know what I mean? Like my favorite scar on myself is actually this one that I have on my shoulder, which is from my first marriage. My first wife tried to kill me on our honeymoon. She came out and stabbed me with a butter knife out of the bathroom, you know? So that was kind of a weird experience. That was rather screwed up, right? And you would think that that kind of a scar would be, you know, something that you wouldn't want to think of or be reminded of. But for me, you know, I went through the experience, and it was life-changing for me. I know now that I'll never allow somebody to do that kind of thing to me again, you know? So I've got other scars from when my second wife abused me. And again, every one of those I appreciate now because I don't ever want to go through that again. So it's a reminder to me to be different, you know, to not go through my life feeling like I had to be with somebody. That's a real good lesson to learn over the years, you know. It's a hard one. It's a hard one to learn, but it's a lesson that I think it's important for everybody to learn. You know, I think that everybody should live by themselves for a time, you know, like you turn 18, you move out of your parents' house and you go live somewhere by yourself, you know, and just be, you know, just be whatever person you're going to be, right? But by doing that, you get an opportunity to learn who you really are and what you can be capable of. I'm trying to see if there's any mole miners around. I don't know. I guess maybe there's not. But, you know, you really learn how to survive. So at the same time, another very important lesson that's learned is that if you focus on it anyways, you can learn this lesson of you don't need to be with anybody, but anybody that's going to be in your life is going to be there by your choice, you know, because you want them there. You can choose to have them there or not. So that's what I was referring to earlier when I was talking about the toxic people in your life, you know, cutting them out. While it may seem difficult, it's something that you really can and should do because you want to live a life where you have at least some sense of peace, you know? So I'm going to go ahead and switch worlds out again here real quick. I'll jump back onto a private world. Well, I'm definitely sorry to hear that your mom went through that, but I'm glad that she came through it okay, and that she does have that kind of an attitude with it. You know, it's funny. I mean, human psychology is definitely one of my favorite subjects. You know, what makes us tick is something that I'm endlessly fascinated by, and so I see that some people go a direction, you know, where they kind of take that dark viewpoint of it, and it causes a lot of fear in yourself. You know, it's hard to live with that fear all the time in yourself when you have been through the experience and you feel like you have no control over it. But by accepting it, by, you know, realizing that you don't have to be controlled by it, it really does make a difference, again, to bring you that kind of sensation of peace in your life. And believe me, I understand. I mean, I've been through, you know, in my years on this planet, I have been through as much stuff as it's possible for a human being to go through aside from death itself. I have been through the ringer, guys, but I still find myself being one of the happiest people that I know overall. You know, I mean, I'm not like, you know, the whole everything is light and peace all the time. No, not by far. But I still find myself being happier than what I see a lot of other people being, even those who have not even been through some of the experiences that I've been through, because I have like accepted the fact that, okay, crap happens, right? But you don't have to be controlled by that crap. You know, you can look at it as even taking it as a lesson, such as I'm never going to allow anybody to do that kind of thing to me again, is something that you can at least have a little bit of peace about, you know, a little bit of, I mean, maybe not necessarily gratitude, because gratitude is hard to feel, you know, when it comes to this kind of thing, but you can at least feel some kind of temperance, that it's not as dark as maybe you originally thought or felt, you know what I mean? You can kind of twist it around and transform it inside of yourself. I think that we as human beings, we don't realize that we're kind of walking down a straight path, right, through life. And on one side of the road, you might have all of the darkest crap that you can imagine. You know, there's the angers, the fears, the horrors, the terrors, the ice capades, everything that humanity has to offer that's horrible is there on that one side of the road. And then on the other side of the road, you have, you know, the things that kind of are more the light side, I guess you could say, you know, where it's a little bit more of a peaceful kind of experience. You know, you've got love, you've got warmth, you've got peace, you've got serenity, you've got the Lucky Charms guy spreading his marshmallows everywhere. You know, I mean, there's the good things in life, you know, the nice things that life has to offer. And we as human beings, we're walking the road between these two things, but we're not in one or the other. We're just having our heads turned one direction or the other. We might be looking at the darker part of things, but we're not in that dark part, right? We're not there. But we can kind of learn over time how to take the experiences that we've gone through and kind of turn our head a little bit towards, you know, what kind of peace can I find with this? What kind of lesson can I find with this? What kind of thing can I learn so that I can accept the fact that I went through it and come through it not unscathed, because you're never going to be unscathed with anything, right? I mean, it's just the way it is. But we can at least walk through life again, not feeling that abject terror about everything, you know? I don't know. It's the deep thoughts that come to me at 3 a.m., right? It's the deep thoughts that come in the middle of the night. And that's why I like to do this streaming stuff in the middle of the night, you know? So for those of you guys just tuning in, yes, I am weird. I am one of the strangest people that I have ever met, and I try to prove it to myself every day. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the journey that I'm taking you on with the random bits of things that are popping out of my head. But it's just me, you know? It's just me. It's just who I am. You know, I mean, look at my situation. I have every reason to be one of the most miserable bastards on the face of the planet, but I don't, you know, I don't want to be that way. So what can I do for myself to change it so that it's a little bit different? Well, I mean, I've found some ways over the years to do it, and I forgot to put the herd mentality back on again. So yeah, take all that for whatever it's worth. It's not worth very much, you know, but it is what it is. Let me run in here and do some more massacring. We will take on some more of the apocalypse. Riding the apocalypse, one super mutant at a time. Anyways, I hope everybody out there is having a good night, that you're being safe, and that everything that you want in life is coming to fruition. Everything, except for evil things. Don't be evil now. Don't be evil. There's enough of that in the world already. But you can do anything. You can be anything. You can ride to the moon if you want to. If you really put your heart and mind into it, you're gonna get there. What's my favorite story or book that I've written? So I have published 14 novels. I have dozens of short stories written and published. And, you know, they're all my children, really. I know it sounds a little cheesy and weird, but I do. I feel like they're all like my little children. You know, they're little bits of my soul that I have put out for the universe to look at and peruse and judge. But let's see, my favorite one. Thank you, 14. I hope that you have a great time out there and have a good day today. So favorite story though overall. You know, I honestly, even though I had some difficulties with the publishers of this particular book, I'd say my favorite one that I have written is one called Silent Steps, and its sequels. The other sequel that I've written and published is Voices Carry. The story is a little weird. Okay, so it's but it's one that I'm really proud of. It's one that I really liked doing. It's about a young girl, an elf actually, who cannot speak. And it was kind of inspired by my son who has severe autism. He lost his ability to speak when he was very young, and he had to relearn everything over the years. This story, Silent Steps, was kind of inspired. Well, it's the Tikik series is what it's called. But the whole thing was inspired by the experiences that I saw happening in him. So it's a story of a young elf, again, who cannot speak, but is caught up in a set of circumstances that are completely beyond her control. Her planet is actually ruled over and enslaved by an alien race called the Hokarg, who have come to the planet to basically take any resources and knowledge that they can get. And so her race has been enslaved by these beings for many generations. Well, Aelin, the young girl in the story, was born with the problem that she could not talk. However, the one thing that she can communicate with are things of nature, trees, animals, that kind of thing. She can understand them. She cannot speak to them, but she can understand them. And they have taught her how to live, how to be, you know, the person that she needs to be. So, yeah, it's an interesting story. So the problem with it is that the publishers that took the book on really messed it up, like badly messed it up, to the point where I am like embarrassed that it is out there on the market. What they ended up doing was basically, like, I sent them one copy of the manuscript that I had fully edited. It was proofread. Everything was done. Literally all they had to do was push a button and it's on the market, right? That kind of a situation. I had everything completely done for them. Well, somehow, and I'm gobsmacked as to how they ended up managing to do this. But when they published the book, it was filled with so many errors, typos, misspellings, you name it, that it's like it's completely ruined. You know, it really is. It's a horrible experience for me to try to read it. And then not long afterwards, the publisher ended up shutting down. But they still, like, the people that run the publishing company still own the publishing rights for this story. So it's not like I can, like, just republish it myself, because then I can get sued, right? So it's a hard situation. It's a difficult one, and it's one that unfortunately some writers out there do end up going through. It sucks, you know, trying to deal with these different publishing companies, especially the ones like I dealt with. You know, they ruined it so hard, you know. So that I would say is probably my favorite story, but it is one that I have, some kind of negative attachments with because of what they ended up doing. What I'm probably going to end up doing with it though is I can always like rewrite it, reword things in certain ways, and just republish it myself. Because shy of getting a lawyer, and trying to be able to afford to do that, believe me, getting an entertainment lawyer is not cheap. Shy of doing something like that, there's nothing I can do about the situation with the book as it stands right now. So yeah, thanks for the question though. I appreciate it. Like I said, that would probably be my favorite story. My others, I like doing stories that are very emotionally hitting. Like that is probably one of the things that I'm known for the most when it comes to the books that I've published is that I can draw the reader in certain ways to feel things that they may not necessarily want to feel sometimes, but you buy the books just because you want to feel that way, right? So trying to find the last one. I know there's still another one in here somewhere, and I'm not sure where it's at. I don't know. So for those of you guys just tuning in, welcome. I appreciate you guys being here, and I hope that you guys are having a great day. It's been an interesting one here, but we're trying to get through Fallout 76 here, the last little bit of the season. This season, it ends in 2 days, and I totally forgot that it was going to end in a couple of days. So I'm kind of like trying to race my way through getting it done. Oh, I'm limited edition. Yeah, I suppose that probably would be a good way to put it, right? Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I'm just me, and anybody that wants to come along for the ride, you guys are more than welcome to do so. And I love trying to, look, I'll be honest, I was a clown. I was actually the head clown for the Red Cross's local chapter here. Going around to the hospitals and parades and all that kind of stuff. And yep, there was me right there in the front leading the clown parade. So that's me. That is who I be. That was a very interesting experience, though. It was pretty cool. Die, big thing. Big ugly thing trying to come and hit me out of nowhere. I don't even know how the thing spotted me. That's crazy. I was all like, oh yeah, that guy. I need to take him out right now. Yeah, whatever. You do that, Mr. King. I don't know. Did these other guys die over here, or are they over here somewhere? We might be getting like pop lag. I've been getting that a little bit here and there with Fallout over the past couple of days. It's like you go somewhere and there's nothing there, and then suddenly, boop, there they are. So I don't know, because it's got me in caution mode, but I don't see anything around. There's, VATS isn't targeting anything or anything along those lines, so I'm not sure what might be around to have me in caution mode, unless it's the Queen, but that doesn't normally happen. But we'll see. We'll take her out here real quick. Get her attention. Missed a couple of shots there, but we killed her in almost a full magazine. That's not bad. About a magazine in 10. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Weapon does pretty good. I like it. All right, let me move on to another bigger target here. I suppose we can go to the Fisher site here and see if there are any super beasties that want to come up. Any beasties want to say hi? Yeah, there's one over there. We'll get his attention. We almost got him down in there. A couple of the shots missed, but, because we're torso shotting him. Well, that was a heck of a death throw there, Mr. Scorch Beast. Sure, I'll take your core. That works. How are you guys spotting me so dang easy? That is crazy. That is crazy. They are psycho tonight. Alright, I think I got them all. Okay, are there any more? Sometimes there's two of them that pop up here, but I don't know. We'll check. Anyways, so we're trying to get through the scoreboard tonight, at least as much as possible. I'm hoping that I can get at least one more rank out of things here, and we're pretty close, I think. Well, maybe about halfway. We kind of slowed down on the XP run here, so let me see. We'll just go over here to this Fisher site and see if one of the Scorch Beasts is there. Should be. Should being the working word. Okay. Go for them lovely, lovely headshots. Another regular one. Not going to worry about your loot there, Mr. Manzi. Any other, I mean, there's still something around. I'm still in caution mode. Maybe over here. Maybe? There's something there. What do this? Interesting. Unusual pipe. Okay. Oh boy. I remember these days. This was an acid trip for me. Interesting. Interesting. Well, that was unique. Don't know what that was about. I remember that acid trip, though. That was a weird one. Yes, yes, I have done acid in my life. Quite a few times, actually. The last time almost killed me. Let me go back to my camp and drop off some of these goodies that I've got, and we'll go ahead and shift worlds again. Maybe. I still have some super mutants I can take out, I guess. My lunch boxes were off. Right? No. I got 4 minutes left. 4 minutes. Okay. I'll wait till they wear off, and then I'll use more and go from there. Yeah, we got some goodies. There we go. Okay. Well, let me see. Yeah, yeah, I can head up there to the Grafton area and take out some of the mutants up there for more of that tasty XP for 4 minutes. So what do you guys like on your pizzas? We had some pizza for dinner tonight. It was Papa John's. It was pretty good. My favorite, personally, is extra sauce, extra pepperoni, extra olives, extra green olives. That's got to be green olives. I don't really care for the black olives too much, but green olives, man, I will eat all day long. I love those things. That's my favorite combo, though. Lots of sauce. I need lots of sauce. Oh, there you are. I was wondering where the guy was. Waste a bunch of bullets on that guy. Could have gotten closer, I suppose, but that's okay.
I splatter your brain.
You splatter my brain? Why would you want to do that? I'm a friendly guy. Don't splatter my brain. I'm just here to say hi and maybe sell you some insurance. Are you interested in my insurance? It's very good insurance. You know, good health coverage. It'd help you with that head problem. Okay, so I think my lunchboxes are going to wear off here in just a minute, right? Yeah, it looks like they already are. Okay. So they're already worn off. That's okay. So in that case, let's go ahead and switch worlds. And when we come into the new world, I will go ahead and use lunchboxes then. Anyways, so yeah, pizza. It's the food of life, right? I think the universe was created just to invent pizza. You know, I think if aliens came down to our planet, the first thing that we should do is introduce them to pizza, because I think that then, even if they were here to kill us all, they would say, you know what? No. You guys deserve to live because you created this awesome thing. You know, I mean, we've got all kinds of things that we've created over the years, right? We've got these computers and AI and all of that stuff, right? But nope, I think pizza is going to be the one thing that can save us from an alien invasion. Because think about it. I mean, pizza is the perfect food. No matter what kind of taste you have, no matter what kind of like thing you like the most, pizza is always going to be able to satisfy that. You know, if you're a meat eater, right? If you're a carnivore like I am, pizza can definitely be the ultimate food because you can have like whatever meat you want on it. Man, there's a restaurant that's here in our area called Ollie's Pizza. This place makes a pizza that I swear to Bob is 5 inches thick, and it is like just topping after topping after topping. It is amazing. It is a piece of art, guys. A piece of art, this pizza. It is so good. And you know, you can look at that and say, you know what? Okay, that's maybe a little bit much, but look, I mean, if aliens came down and they were like, no, we need meat, right? Then you could be like, okay, well, here's this pizza that's 5 inches thick that has like cheese and sauce and meat and all the, you know, look at all the stuff that's on here, guys. And the aliens would be like, you know what? That's pretty darn good. I think you guys are cool, and we're not going to actually destroy you after all. I do. I think that pizza is what's going to save our butts when the inevitable alien invasion comes. I mean, granted, sure, they might become our overlords just because they want to have more pizza, but that's okay. I mean, we're still alive, right? We can fight for freedom from there, you know, by being fueled by pizza. See, pizza is the ultimate solution. There is a nuke zone, like, horrifically close to where we're at here. I'm glad we did not spawn into there. Alright, let me see. Let's go back over to West Tech, and we will kill, and destroy all the things over there at West Tech once again. Hello, Meetap. Welcome. I think that's how you pronounce your name. I'm sorry. I am a blind guy, so I'm trying my best to see the name there. But welcome. I hope that you're having a great day. We were just discussing how pizza is actually the ultimate solution to save our lives in the inevitable case of us being invaded by aliens. So what do you think? Do you think that pizza is the ultimate end-all be-all solution? Or I do. I think that the universe was created for the sole purpose of us inventing pizza. It's the perfect food. You could be a vegetarian and have nothing but vegetables on it and just like pile it extremely high with like just so many vegetables that you're going insane, right? But yeah. I do. I think it's the ultimate solution. It may not work with our AI overlords, though. If it is a situation where the apocalypse comes and we get taken over by AI instead of aliens, I mean, an AI isn't necessarily going to enjoy pizza. But it could enjoy the idea of pizza, maybe. There is that possibility. So for those of you guys just tuning in, welcome to the show. I hope that you're having a great night. And I am a blind guy. I do try to do my best to play these games. But if you guys notice that there are weird things happening, that's probably why. I'm just doing what I can to facilitate my gameplay a little bit. Sitting a couple inches away from the monitor with a microphone in the face. It's a little bit difficult sometimes. But, Mr. Gunny, welcome to the show. I hope that you're having a great time and that you're ready for some action or something like that. I don't know, whatever the case may be. We were just discussing pizza and how it is the salvation of us and the inevitable destruction that is to come in the alien apocalypse. I don't think it's going to help too much with the AI apocalypse if that happens to be what comes along, but And I'm currently trying to enact an apocalypse of my own. I am extremely close to getting the season completed. And we've only got like a couple of days that are left in the season. So I'm trying my best to get as much of that tasty score XP as I can before we run out of time. Don't think I'm going to make it, but we can try, right? We can try. So right now, you know what? I need to make use of my lunch boxes. I totally forgot to put them back on again. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. Again, for those of you guys just tuning in, like, I want you to see this horrific thing. Okay, I have what is it now? 80 lunch boxes, and I've never paid for a single lunch box. This is crazy. Like, they've literally thrown them at us over time, And so I've ended up collecting all and I never use them. I never use them, but I figured since we're trying to get through the season, I would go ahead and just throw these things on here and throw them into the wind, right? So where are you guys from? I'm genuinely curious as to where my listeners are coming from. When I was a kid, my dad had it's weird because we lived in a trailer court back when I was a kid. And, just this little podunk place on the outskirts of town. And my dad was super into doing ham radio and CB radio. So, like, we lived in this kind of a smallish trailer. But my dad had this 60-foot tall ham radio tower right on the back end of our house, like right at the back end of the house. So the trailer was almost as big as this tower. It was kind of intimidating. It was almost scary. My mom was like terrified because we live in Indiana. Of course we get tornadoes and high winds and stuff like that here all the time. So she was always terrified the thing was going to come down on us in the middle of the night. Everybody in here is dead. We'll have to move on to a different place. So anyways, he had this ham radio, and I was a kid. Like, it was back in the 70s. I was like 7 and 8 years old, and one of the things I thought was the coolest thing ever was for him to get on the radio and communicate with somebody that was across the world. And they would exchange like P.O. boxes and stuff to be able to send postcards back and forth to each other. So he had this, one of the walls in his office was just completely covered with the postcards from all of these different locations around the world. He had like things from China, Korea, England, just like everywhere, just all over the place. So now that we live, in the age of the internet and everybody is like super interconnected together, I mean, this right here, of course, is my little pit stop on the information superhighway, which, by the way, I hope you guys are enjoying your stay here. Make sure you tip your wait staff. Anyways, so I just thought it was like one of the coolest things ever. And now that we're in this age of everybody's always connected all the time, we just don't really think about the fact that, hey, I'm talking to somebody that's in China right now, or hey, I'm talking to somebody that's in England, literally thousands of miles away from where I'm at right now. And just, we're having this kind of communal moment. I think that is just maybe one of the coolest things ever. So I'm always curious about where people are from and like what they're up to, because psychology is kind of like a big thing for me too. I love human psychology. I love the ways we tick, and the ways that we can figure out how to get along together and all that kind of good stuff. So yeah. So I'd love to know, where are you guys from? How are you guys doing? What you been doing today? Let me see if the queen is here. I don't know if she'll be spawned or not, but we'll try it. Yep, she's here. She's worth some tasty XP too. And I'm about to drop into the water accidentally. There we go. Cool. Okay. So we're a little bit closer. Not a lot, but a little bit. All right, let me run over this direction. Let me take this marker off because it's kind of interfering in my vision. All right, I'm going to run over here and see if we can do anything at the Fisher site. All right, anybody around? Yes, there is a Scorch Beast there. We will go take him out for his yummy XP points. He is like flying the opposite direction of me here. Where are you at, dude? Come on. Get your attention real quick. Oh, he was one of the quote-unquote friendly ones too. And is he a legendary? I don't know. It looks like maybe. Can't read it very well. Yep, he is a legendary. Cool. Sorry, I had to squint really hard to get the line of sight on it. And he is like not wanting to have anything to do with me. That's kind of funny. Come on, dude. Come on. Let me get your head targeted. There we go. We almost got him now. There we go. There we go. See if he's got anything decent for us. I'm trying to raise my script points back up again. I'm almost there at the 1,000 mark. Where did his body go? Oh, he flew way over here. Okay. My RNG angel is very much on crack. I really need to like fire her and replace her with somebody that's useful. My RNG angel has just been the worst. I don't know. I think she's on drugs. Can you do drug tests on an RNG angel? I don't know. Is that available? So we're one step closer to getting there. And, while we're in the load screen here, every episode that I do, I always do a little bit of a dad moment. So let me do the dad moment for you guys here. No matter who you are, no matter what you're going through, I want you to remember that you are worthy of being loved. Okay? Always. No matter who has tried to teach you different, you're worthy of being loved. And that's something that I don't think enough people are told. But it's important to hear. You know, it's important to hear and it's important to believe. Don't let anybody ever take your power away from you, okay? You be the you that you want to be. And as long as you're being the best you that you can be, I'm proud of you and I'm happy for you. So take that for whatever it's worth. All right, let me go further into Huntersville here and see what else we can come into trouble with. Oh, I kind of really long distance shot that thing. Why is it targeting their torso? That's weird. Okay. I mean, 700 XP for these guys. That's not bad. That's not bad. That'll get us there a little bit quicker.
You have to come out sooner or later.
No, I don't have to come out sooner or later. I don't have to come out at all. You don't have to tell me what to do. I will do what I want to do, Mr. Super Mutant. Why don't you mind your own business? I'm just here to sell you insurance. It'll help out that headache you got now. It's good insurance. Alright, let me run up here and get these guys. Oh no, my weapon broke. Well, that's fine. We got an alternative. It's not as good, but it'll work. I'm missing one. Like, one of them is somewhere, right? Yeah, so there's another one, I think, back there in town that we ended up missing. Oh, that's just frag mines. So where are you? Because it's still in caution mode, right? So, like, something is somewhere that's detecting me, but I don't know. I don't know where it's at. Hello? Hello, come out. Hello, where are you? Nope. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's just one of them weird things. Something's probably somewhere off in the distance, or it's a turret or something somewhere that ended up catching wind of me and just, yeah, I don't know. All right, let's go over here and see about this Scorch Beast and see what it has to say. Probably not much of anything good. You know, rah, 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 that's probably about it. Spitting at me and all that kind of good stuff. That's probably about all it'll say. So we had an interesting 4th of July. We tried to kind of avoid all the fireworks and all of the rigmarole that comes with it. You know, thankfully our kids are a little bit older at this point in time, so they're not super interested in it. And my youngest is very sound sensitive and stuff anyways, so at this point in time I don't think they could have handled it very well. We've gained a lot of levels tonight. That's cool. So we just kind of like avoided the fireworks and kind of had some shows of our own. We just streamed and had some fun. So let's see, anything over here? Yep. A couple of things. We'll take out these little robots. There we go. That works. Okay, cool. Well, let me go back to my camp here, and I will do some repair work on my weapon. I didn't realize I was getting that close to it starting to fail, so we'll take care of that real quick. Anyways, for those of you guys just joining in, welcome. I hope you guys are having a good day. This is Blind Dad Does, and Blind Dad right now is doing gaming. We're doing Fallout 76. I'm trying to get through the scoreboard. We are just a couple of levels away from completing the season, and yet the season ends in 2 days. So I'm trying desperately to get through all of this so that I can, well, get that nice set of rewards for completing the season. I missed the first season. I didn't get it completed. However, the last two I have been able to get completed. And then just unfortunately, I missed like a couple of weeks worth of gameplay as I've been doing things, and yeah, kind of paying the price for it because now I'm maybe not gonna finish the season, and that makes me very sad. But you know, it's okay if I don't, but I'm desperate to. All right, let me put on my weapon artisan so that I can get the repair work done fully. I'll also check my my armor real quick too. I don't think it's too bad though. One of them could use a repair, but nah, I'm not too worried about it. Okay, so let me go into here and get that taken care of. There we go. I don't think I can do that one yet. Nope. Okay. So that'll work. And then I can go ahead and scrap those couple of items that were accidentally picked up. I don't know. I don't even know when I picked those up. It might have been as a reward or something from one of the events that we completed. I did do a couple of them earlier, so probably just dumped it in my inventory. Thanks, Bethesda. Okay. So now that we've got that done, let me see. We are getting super close. I need to complete that 1,000 or 10,000 XP thing another 13 times. It's better than the 34 times that we started off with. So let me jump out to the main menu. I will go back into a private world and I will start the process again. I need to hydrate first though. Last week, my wife bought me a new container to hold the tea that I drink. And I drink my tea cold. So she bought me a new container for my drinks, right? This thing is huge. It holds a gallon worth of liquid. And the thing weighs like 10 pounds. The thing is enormous. And I love it, you know, but boy, it gets really weighty to do this constantly. I feel like I'm definitely lifting. And I am not one to do lifting, that's for sure. Do you even lift, bro? No, I don't. Have you seen my spindly arms? Hell no. I hate it when I get caught in my own floor. Oh well, we'll get through it. Let me do some fast travel then, and yeah, I'll join in with the team because I have the herd mentality, and when you're not on a team, that herd mentality is very damaging. So I just joined the public team, you know. To let it kick in. Anyways, so I am a blind guy. I do have a genetic defect in my eyes that causes me to see way too much instead of too little. So instead of being dim blind or black blind, I am actually way over. So my vision factor, you know, normal vision is 20/20. You know, that's the perfect vision. And for blindness, it's considered to be blind when you reach the 200 mark. Mine is 20/3600. If I wanted to try to see the big E that is on the posters at the offices, that E would have to be over 20 feet tall for me to be actually able to discern that it is an E. So yeah, it's pretty bad. But I do love to play games. And it's just, I need to do things to kind of facilitate the ability to play the games. that I love. So, for instance, I do a lot of VATS work here in Fallout. You know, I'm grateful for having VATS because it definitely makes things a lot easier to get things targeted for me. So, you know, that's one of the ways. In other games, I do other things like, well, right now I'm about 3 inches away from my monitor. So, you know, it's close enough that I can get by a little bit. But I also have about 2,100 hours played in the game. So by this point in time, I've gotten a lot of muscle memory for where things are spawning, how they're walking, how they're moving, which helps out. But you won't see certain things on this channel. There are certain things that I just won't do. I don't do PvP because games like Call of Duty or CSGO or anything like that, while I might have some interest in playing, I'm literally handicapped when it comes to playing these games. So I'm basically nothing but clickbait. So I am the reason why people gain XP. So I don't do it. You know, it's not worth the frustration to me. It's not worth the heartache to me. You know, and it's just not for me. All right, well, we'll run inside to West Tech here real quick and see what these guys have to say. I just want to sell them insurance. You know, that's all I want to do. I'm just here to help them improve their health. You know, make sure that, hey, you can afford to go to the doctor now. You know, you can afford to go and get that head that I'm about to shoot off fixed. Maybe. Just a little Band-Aid or something might do the trick. Well, Mr. Super Mutant, I'm not a buckethead, but I don't know. You're headless right now. I mean, I guess that's a thing.
No green stuff here.
No green stuff, but there's a bullet. There's a bullet for you. There's one for you, and another one for you. So for those of you curious, I am currently using an anti-armor fixer that has faster fire rate and faster reload. It is a very nice weapon. I like it a lot. It's probably one of the top tier weapons, but there are a lot of other weapons that I enjoy using, and currently using a sneaky commando build, but I don't know if I necessarily need it, but I figured I'd do the sneaky commando thing because I can go into bloodied mode a little bit easier, and that bloodied mode, of course, is really nice because when you're using unyielding armor, you can get that extra boost to your intelligence, which is, you know, good for giving that bonus XP. So I think for every point of intelligence, you get 2 extra % XP. And right now, I think my intel is in the 30s, right? Yep, 37. So not bad, not bad. It's good for the bonus, you know. So that's what, 74% increased XP, and then I also have the 100% XP boost from the lunchboxes that I used as well. So a fair amount of extra coming in, and hopefully that'll be enough to help me get through this cavalcade of destruction that I am currently upon. Come on, just die. There you go. Had a little bit of VATS lag or something there, I guess. Happens once in a while. That's probably one of my more frustrated points of the game is that severe VATS lag you get sometimes, you know, where you fire off a dozen or even 100 freaking bullets, and for whatever reason, they just don't actually take the hit. You can see the damage happen, but, you know, it doesn't actually do the damage. So I hate that. And I know that's probably just something to do with lag here and there, but, you know, it's still something they can do to really focus on getting fixed, because it is frustrating. It's not so bad when you're using a fast-firing weapon like this, or maybe with like a minigun, or whatever the case may be. You know, a really fast-firing weapon, it doesn't affect very hard. But when you're using one that's like a Gauss rifle or a lever-action rifle or things along those lines, Fat Man, you know, something where it's very low fire rate, you know, then it becomes much more of a trial, and it's almost like, you know, Bethesda's just thumbing their nose at you at that point.
What? Who's there?
Nobody's here, just your insurance salesman. Friendly neighborhood insurance salesman. I have a good plan for you, you know, a very good plan. You guys can take advantage of it right now. It'll only cost you 100 caps per month. That's a really good value. And, you know, you can really save at the doctors as well, because that will also cover that tetanus shot that you are going to need now. You know, and right there, you can get that head replacement. It's going to be a little expensive, and you know, insurance won't fully cover that kind of thing, but it'll at least do a pretty decent copay. All for 100 caps a month. You know, you cannot pass on that deal, Mr. Super Mutant. And tell your friends, because they too can take advantage of this special deal, the special one-time only offer. Oop, did not make it up there. All right, I'll take it this way. There we go.
Super mutant, lazy human, die!
You were saying? There you go. There you got me. Now, the first death tonight. That's not bad. Not bad. We have gone through quite a bit, and that's only the first death tonight, so we can deal with that. We'll just go back in through this direction here. No need to go all the way around. Yep, there we go. All right. So, where are you? I'm looking for the man who shot my paw. Or, well, my head. Nope. Well, you're there. I cannot... Why am I not being able to hit you? That is crazy. Is he stuck in the wall? Is that what it is? Oh no, he was on the other side of the wall. His head just like was popping through. Okay. Well, that makes sense. I guess. In the Bethesda mind anyways, that makes sense, right? Alright, so I think we got them all now. I don't hear anybody else walking around, so yeah, I'll assume we got them all. Alright, then let's go back over to Huntersville. So for those of you guys just joining, I hope that you're having a really good night. Welcome to the show. This is Blind Dad Does. Tonight, Blind Dad is doing gaming, and yeah, I am legit blind. I cannot see worth a squat, so to speak. But you know, I get by. I try to do my best to get through these games as much as I can. But hopefully, you guys are having fun, having a good night, and enjoy the little bit of a ride I'm giving you. So every video I do a little bit of a dad moment, and I wanted to make sure to do it here as well. So let's see, what can the dad moment be this time around? Well, first off, make sure you guys get your oil changed, because that is very important to do. You don't want to ruin your car's engine and have to get that repaired. Believe me, I have had an engine seize up on me before because of the oil issues, and that was a horrible experience. You definitely don't want to have to pay for that. So make sure you do that. If you're in the United States, don't forget as well that you need to tip your wait staff, because they're worth it. They're worthwhile doing. And it really sucks to live off of tips and not get tips. You know, that's kind of the one really sucky thing about being in America and the wage gap, so to speak, between people who live on tips and people who don't, even at that minimum wage level. You know, it really, really sucks. So make sure you guys tip your waitresses. So also, I wanted to add in that even though you might be saddled with somebody genetically, you don't have to have anything to do with them. If they're a toxic person in your life, you can walk away from them and make sure that you have a little bit of peace in your life again. And I know that is hard to do sometimes. What really sucks is that a lot of times the people who are the most toxic for us and the ones that we need to get away from the most actually teach us that we cannot do that it's not socially acceptable to do such a thing. And that really bites. It really does, because that is untrue. There is a deep untruth to that. It is the big lie, so to speak. So, you know, again, just because you're saddled with them genetically, you don't have to have anything to do with them. You can walk away from them and find a little bit of peace and happiness in your life. It's not easy. Believe me, it's not easy. I've had to do it quite a few times. A lot of my family is very toxic, and I did not want my kids exposed to the toxicity that they would wreak upon their lives. So I made a decision a long time ago. Okay, I have to walk away from this, and I've been happier ever since. You know, it was a good choice. It was the best choice I could ever make. So you guys can do the same. It may not be possible in your position that you're in right now, but it can be sometime. And as soon as it is, man, I definitely would say, do it. Go for it. Make sure that you are at peace in your life, because it's really hard to find peace. You know, it's really hard to find peace. And when you have people that are there actively acting against your peace, what's the point? Okay, let's see if the Mirelurks are going to give us anything decent today. XP-wise. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. I'm not going to be able to make it up there, am I? Nope. I try almost every time. Almost every time I come here, I try to jump up onto this building from that direction, and it never works. You would think Ira would learn, right? You would think that he would be like, you know what? No, why don't you stop doing that? But no, I still keep trying. Still keep trying. You always have to try. One day you may succeed. Why the heck is that missing so much? That's why it's over on the other side of the building. Okay, there we go. Okay, Mr. King. There you go. Have a little bit of that. I suppose I can walk around in here just for a moment till I get into bloodied mode. I'm sorry, nerd rage. Oh, wait. See, I do this all the dang time, guys. Okay. This is a meme for me. This is terrible. I have the worst habit of changing my perk cards around because I needed to do something, and then forget to put the actual perk cards that I need back on. See, earlier I did the repair work, right? And I forgot to put the nerd rage back on. So this whole time I've been running around without the nerd rage. Go figure. All right, so now we can see about getting into the nerd rage. You know, just before we get encountered with the queen. There we go. Okay. So, Miss Queen, let's see. Are you here? Are you here? Yes, indeed. How you doing today, Queenie? Nice to see you. You're looking pretty today. Did somebody do your hair for you? All right. There we go. So, now, let us go ahead and go over here to the Fisher site and see about more of the Scorch Beasts. We're getting there. We're almost there. We're almost there. I am desperate to get at least one more level out of today, man. I tell you. It's coming so dang slow. Even with the lunch boxes and stuff. Oh, he's another legendary. Okay, good. Well, he's not a legendary anymore. He went down. Okay. So what do you have for us? Anything? Nope. Squat. My RNG Angel, man, she's on crack cocaine. She's got a bad problem, and I really need to get her replaced. Maybe she needs insurance too. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I need to supply like employee insurance, you know? Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. She's useless though. Useless. Okay. I will go back over to this Fisher site. Okay, so the Scorch Beast has already got somebody else's attention over here. We'll see what they're attracted to. We got company indeed. So it must be settlers or something. That's what it sounded like. Oh, hello, Deathclaw. Where'd you come from, beautiful? Goodness. Come running up on me like you got something to say. Sure, we'll take those gears. There we go. All right. Still in caution. There's still a couple of things around. It might be the other Scorched over here. Maybe. Yeah, that's what it was. It was that one singular Scorched there. Okay. So, how about up here at the Grafton area? We'll go ahead and do these super mutants so we can get some of that other XP that the super mutants give. They're really good for XP. I mean, why not, right? Why not do them? They give quite a boost. Quite a boost. So may as well make use. So welcome to Blind Dad Does. Blind Dad right now is doing gaming, and we're having, I hope we're having a fun time. I think we're having a fun time. I'm having a fun time. Are you guys? You know, how is your night going? It's way late at night. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning here, where we're at, but I'm still here. I'm still with you guys. I'm still trying to have a nice time. And we avoided the fireworks for the most part, thankfully. All right. So, it's kind of interesting because, you know, some people just really get into doing fireworks, and it's kind of hilarious because, like, the town that we live in doesn't do much, but we live just I don't know, about half hour away from the old town that we were in, And the old town that we were in, it's a town of about 350,000 people. So it's the second biggest city here in our state. And the town puts on like this huge fireworks display. I mean, they go all out. It is massive. And I don't know, they must spend like $20,000-$30,000 a year minimum doing this whole setup, you know. And then like you have your neighbors that have spent like 10 grand on a bunch of mortars or something, you know, and it's just like, it's so loud and obnoxious and everything, you know. I don't know. I'm not into it. I've never really been super into the whole fireworks thing, you know, just, I don't know. Maybe when I was a kid I was, but just as I've gotten older, I don't know, it's just more noise than anything really. And I don't know, I don't want to be that guy, right? I don't want to be the get off my lawn, you're making too much noise kind of guy. But you know, sometimes when it comes to these people doing the massive fireworks displays, you know, from their backyard or something, and they're just doing so much annoying loudness to their poor neighbors that are stuck having to listen to it, you know, it's a little on the tweaking annoying side. Especially now that I'm doing streaming, you know, I'm just sitting here playing my game and having fun, and suddenly, you know, and it's like, oh my God, the world just ended. So that's okay. I know there's another mutant around somewhere. I heard him, you know, and we're still in caution mode, so I have no idea where this guy is. I don't know.
Slippery humans.
Yeah, well, slippery super mutant too. I have no clue where you are, dude. All right, well, let's go over here to the Grafton Steel maybe as well. Where are we at? Yeah, there we go. And of course, it's going to do the fast travel thing, you know, the waiting to fast travel because there's somebody nearby, but I have no idea where you are, dude. I don't. You're probably the most well-hidden super mutant in the history of super mutants. You survived today, super mutant. You survived. You should be proud of yourself. Get some insurance. So we do have the claim workshop thing that popped up. I'm not going to worry about doing that. I'm just here to murder. I mean, 500 XP, that's not bad. That's nothing to really sneeze at, right? Where did that phrase come from anyways? That's nothing to sneeze at. I don't know. I'm a big fan of etymology. It's one of my favorite topics. If you guys know where that phrase comes from, I'd love to know. Anybody inside here? Sometimes there is. Hello, floaters. We all float here, Georgie. Go this way. I hear you firing. I don't know where you're at. Y'all are up on top, right? Probably. Yeah. Ah. Almost had him. Kill. Kill, maim, destroy. No kill. Johnny 5 is alive. You guys know where that comes from. You're cool. What are you guys even firing at? There's nothing going on yet, and you guys are just like firing in rage just outside, you know, just ah. See, they're all like, blah, get off my lawn. Alright. Well, let's see if I can get up there. Or at least get him targeted. Can I do it through over here? I don't know. Maybe? It's been a little while since I've messed around over here. The one thing about taking them out here is they're spread all over from hell to breakfast. They're just everywhere. And then you gotta try to track them all down. I mean, I hear you firing. Where are you? Nope. They're not right there. Maybe they're on the side over here. Yeah, there we go. One of them anyway. I think there's another one over here. Nope. Oh, maybe. Get him. Come on, hit. Come on, seriously? That was like 40% chance and I fired off like 20 bullets there. You can't tell me that missed that much. That's crazy. Okay. Step closer. We're a step closer. All right, so let me go ahead over to the West Tech spot again. Hitting my tent. And of course, we got the fast travel bug going on. That fast travel bug. Do you guys have that? It is like really annoying. I'd love to know anybody else experiencing it too, and maybe what I can do to resolve it. It's like you go to hit the fast travel and it pops up and it's just like, nah, we're not gonna do that today, dude. Sorry, but we're not up to that right now. It's very frustrating. All right, well, I'll hit my camp, I guess. Nope, it won't let me go there either. All right, what the hell? Come on, Bethesda. This bug has been here since like locked and loaded. It's really, really, really annoying. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to take a real quick intermission. Just need to use the bio break here real quick, so I will be right back, folks. Please stick around. Okay, folks, I am back. I am sorry about that. Just needed to take a quick bio break. So give me one moment to get myself resituated here. And hopefully you guys are having a really good night. It's been an interesting one for me. We've been kind of streaming for, I don't know, I guess I've streamed for about 5 hours total today. That's a lot of streaming to do. But yeah, we are live, every day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 1:30 a.m. And hopefully you guys will hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys get notified of when I come out with something new. I come out with new things all the time. I'm on here daily, doing things every day. I know I've got the schedule set, but I do end up doing things every day. So I spent a lot of time on this game. I've spent a lot of time on every game that I play. So I'm going to switch worlds here real quick just so that we can get a refreshed version of things and go from there. I do hope all of you guys are having a good day out there and having a good time. We were talking about pizza earlier, and I think that, honestly, pizza is probably the one thing that the universe created us for. I think that we are here specifically to ensure that pizza was invented. I think that if we were ever invaded by alien races, the pizza would actually be the thing that would save us. They would look at us and say, we're here, we were here to destroy you, and we'll be like, no, try this. You got to try this thing that we have that's called pizza. And they would taste it and say, you know what, actually you're worthwhile saving. So I do think that pizza is probably the only thing in the world that's going to make sure that we're saved. It's 1200, level 1200, dude, that's awesome. I've been playing the game for like 2100 hours so far, and I'm not even that high. So I do have a lot of alts, though. I do play a lot of alts. Anyways, we have this pizza place that's not too far away from us here, that serves a pizza that is 5 inches thick. I mean, seriously, 5 inches thick. And it is just piled to the brim with toppings. It is ridiculous how much food comes with this pizza, and it is really good. Like they do a nice job of it, and I'll tell you, that's hard to pass on. I don't care if you're a carnivore, a vegetarian, whatever the case may be. You can have any pizza that you want, anything that you desire. You can create it with a pizza. So yeah, I do think it's a universal truism. We are here to make sure that pizza was invented. And I'm proud to be a human because of pizza. I'm on about pizza because we had pizza for dinner tonight. It was really good. So when I'm done streaming, what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to go get more pizza. Yep. Because it is good stuff. All right, so let me go around to the back here. Did my lunchboxes wear off already? Nope, 10 minutes left. Okay, good. Just making sure. Gotta keep those lunchboxes going. I don't know, as far as AI goes, if depending on the apocalypse that we end up getting stuck with, pizza I think could save us. If it's a zombie apocalypse, we can just throw pizza at the zombies. They would stop and eat them, and then you can get away. And then, or poison it, I don't know. And then, alien invasion, that definitely would be resolved by having some pizza there. Let's see. Viral infections, well, a good pizza could probably stop at least some of that. Chicken soup pizza? I don't know. Probably the only thing that it wouldn't would be an AI. I don't think we could get by with throwing pizza at an AI. Although, I mean, depending on how the AI is set up, you probably could. You know, if it's on a standard computer system, you can just throw some pizza into the works and gum it up. So, you know, yeah. I mean, I suppose in an AI apocalypse, it could do that too. But you know, we have to settle our overlord problem one way or the other, right? And pizza can do it. Well, that was a special sound. All right. Sorry about that. My phone decided to go off about something. Of course, I have Star Trek sounds. So yeah, somebody's inside here. I don't know. Are you AFK? I mean, what you doing here, dude? I don't know. He's the team leader. He's just standing there. Are you waiting to respawn things or okay? Well, either way, none of them are alive in there. Let me go down here to the Mirelurks and we'll take care of them. Oh no, somebody is alive in here, huh? Oh yeah. I guess maybe. Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. We'll take these guys out before the fast travel kicks in, maybe. Do what we can. Maybe it'll cancel it. Nope. There we go. That's fine. They survived this apocalypse. That's fine. Cue the dramatic music, apparently. We'll turn that down a little bit. I thought I had it turned down enough, but apparently not. Okay. Well, let's see what we can get to happen here at the Mirelurks once again. Is that the queen spawned? Yeah, queen is up already. Well, that's fine. We'll take her out in a minute. Just die already. My goodness. Nope. Accidentally got the queen's attention. Did not intend to. Sounds like another nuke or something is flying around. Yep. Somewhere. It's not landing here, is it? Nah, it's probably just landing over there. Alright. Well, let me get this queen done. Since she's up and about. Oh, wait. Nope. She's not actually out. She's there. Like her body is there, but she's not actually there. There we go. There we go. Got her down. Cool. That will work. Yes, the queen. I had to take her out. She was worth it, though. She was like 2,000 experience. That was not bad. Okay, let me run this direction, see if we can get any of the Scorch Beasts to come along. How you doing, Ollie? I saw you were streaming there a little bit ago. That's cool. How'd it go? Yeah, this weapon can definitely tear up. This weapon can definitely tear up, especially when you're in the sneak mode, you know, and you get that bonus damage going on. I think this music is still a little bit loud too. Let me knock that down just a little bit. There we go. Dramatic music for what I'm doing here, apparently. I totally missed the spawn point for the Fisher site. It's over this way. Ah, that's cool. That's cool. How did it go? Did it work out okay? I need to do a little bit more Twitch integration and that kind of stuff into things, but I haven't been able to really sit down and figure things out yet. You know, I'm just kind of getting started on my stream journey. But if you guys follow Ollie B over there on Twitch, man, they do a really good job. They're a lot of fun to watch and hang out with. So make sure you guys do that. Ollie B with 2 eyes. Really cool person. One of my favorite peeps in the world. Oh, okay, cool. It's not too loud then. Good. I wasn't sure. It was getting pretty loud in my own ears, so. All right. Let me see. I'm still in this public world, so I'm not sure what else is going to be spawned up, but we'll go over here to this Fisher site and see what's over here. What kind of integration were you trying to do? Well, I did turn it down, silly. That's what the point was. It's cool music, but, you know, when it's blaring in your ears and you can't even hear yourself very well, then, you know, maybe it's time to turn it down a little bit. Oh, we got another legendary up. That's cool. Getting a lot of legendaries. The RNG Angel has been good to me with the legendary spawns, but it's been just absolute crap for the actual legendary items. Go figure. My RNG Angel is on crack. Absolutely is on crack. And I need to either replace her. I don't know. See, I've been all about making sure that I'm selling insurance tonight. Like this Scorch Beast right here, it could have used the insurance that I'm selling. Because, you know, it could have gone and seen a doctor for the headache that I just gave it. But I think my RNG Angel needs some insurance too. Maybe the fact that I am not supplying her employer supplied insurance could be part of the problem. Oh, okay, that's cool. So I didn't know Streets of Rogue had that kind of integration with it. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. They send zombies after you. Well, that was kind of mean of them. Why would they do that? Make you die. What the heck? We got some balloons over here, huh?
Now serving delicious lemonade.
Yeah, Mr. Squeeze.
Locally sourced ingredients.
Well, I will take some of your lemonade, dear sir. Yes, absolutely. I will buy all your lemonade. Thank you, good sir.
Fresh
Thank you.
lemonade for sale. All proceeds go to the Master Jimmy Foundation. Support your local delinquent today.
Nice fresh lemonade. Yeah, I know. I probably do need to talk to HR about this issue with my RNG Angel. I don't know. I mean, maybe a replacement is necessary. I suppose I could try to give her a raise, but you know, the point is, like, she's been useless all along, and you know, Sally does not like her at all. That Sally has always had it in for my Angel, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what Sally and she ever got into it about, but you know, she's always coming to me telling me, look, your Angel has got issues, and I don't know, I just don't know what to do about it. Maybe I should talk about Sally too. Yep, Sally's definitely a tough cookie. You know what else is a tough cookie? Aliens. And I think I seriously, I have been talking about it a little bit. You know, I think that pizza is the ultimate solution for every single problem we're ever going to have. Because look, if we have aliens invading us, and they're like, we're going to kill you humans because you're useless, you know, and you're whatever. I think that if we showed them, hey, look, we have pizza. Okay. I think that the aliens would go, you know what? No, you guys are cool. We're going to keep you around. We'll not enslave you, but we're going to keep you around. Zombie apocalypse. I mean, throw pizzas at the zombies, right? If nothing else, they'll step on them and slow down a little bit, right? But pizza, it's the ultimate solution. I think the universe created human beings just for the sole invention of pizza. I do. I think that's how it is. I think that the universe put us here to make sure that pizza was created. Hey Sav, welcome back. I was just talking about pizza and how pizza is actually probably the ultimate solution for all of our problems. You know, if we were to have a zombie apocalypse, we could throw pizza at the zombies and either slow them down or they might stop to eat on it or something, you know, and maybe we could poison the pizzas and take care of that. Alien invasion, you know, alien apocalypse. We could have an alien apocalypse come down and they could be like, you know what? We're going to kill you humans because you're useless, you're dangerous, you're horrible creatures and you need to be destroyed. And what would we do? We just show them the pizza that we were able to create. And they would say, you know what? No, you guys are cool. We're going to keep you around. So pizza, I think, is the ultimate solution. You know, if you're hungry, you can never go wrong eating a piece of pizza, right? It is, whether you're vegetarian, whether you're a meat eater, there's a pizza for you. It's the ultimate solution to all of the world's problems. It really is. You left on the topic. Look, I love pizza, man. It's the ultimate food. It really is. I think the only thing that wouldn't work would be if we tried to use pizza on an AI apocalypse. But depending on the AI, like if the AI was like embedded into a computer system, we could probably throw the pizza at the computer system and it might actually shut it down. But otherwise, I don't know. I don't think the AI would be too interested in pizza. So we'd have to come up with another solution for that one. But what would you guys think would be your favorite, like, I know this is a weird question, but what would be your favorite apocalypse? You know, if you had to live through an apocalypse and you were a survivor of it, what would you say would be your favorite apocalypse idea to try to survive? I'm genuinely curious. Like, I don't know. For me, nuclear apocalypse would be horrible, right? Because then you'd have to worry about like all kinds of other things, like not only the mutations and that kind of thing, but you know, you'd have to wear the Geiger counter all the time, and that's not fashionable at all. You know, Geiger counters these days they're not fashionable at all. So that wouldn't work out very well, and you'd have to like keep testing for your radiation all the time. You know, it's just, yeah, that'd be horrible, right? But let's see. Zombie apocalypse. I mean, depending on the zombies, like if they're Romero type zombies, I think I'd be okay with it because I can't run. Ira ain't running. No, this man ain't running anywhere, right? So I don't think a zombie like rage zombie, you know, 28 days later kind of zombies, I don't think they're any kind of an apocalypse that I would like to try to live through. But I don't know, Romero zombies I could probably do. One of my favorite movies is The Day After Tomorrow, and so like a cold apocalypse, you know. I don't think I'd like that either. I have fibromyalgia, and cold like affects me hard. It really does. So I don't think a cold apocalypse I would be able to deal with very well either. What kind of apocalypses does that leave? Let's see, a heat apocalypse. I mean, I might do okay with a heat apocalypse if we had a supply of water somehow. You know, could probably get by with that. That wouldn't be too bad. The warmer it is, the better for me. Although if it starts getting above 90 degrees, I do start to wilt. You know, I do. I start to wilt a little bit. So. Let's see. What other kind of apocalypses can we think of? Mutants light machine gun 1 star, huh? I mean, I might keep that around for like the sake of testing it out, because we do have that patch coming up in just a few days. So we are trying to get this scoreboard through. And one of the things that they're doing with it is they're changing the mutants legendary effect to make it a little bit more potent. So I might keep that around just to do a weapons test on. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I've got to get my weight down, though. That thing is super heavy. A pandemic, huh? So, like a pandemic apocalypse, you know, a viral apocalypse or something like that, which is one of the things that we were, I don't know, starting to live through here. That one's kind of horrible, too. You know, I don't like throwing up. and I don't like having the runs. So, if it's a viral kind of thing that would do either of those, I think I'd be in a lot of trouble. Throwing up for me is just, oh God, it's a nightmare. There was one time, just a few years ago, both my wife and I ended up getting stomach flu at the same time. And, in the house that we lived in, we only had one bathroom, and when half your family has the stomach flu at the same time, that is not an optimal situation. Oh God, it was horrible. One of the main reasons why I'm glad that we live where we live now is that we have, 2 bathrooms, just in case anything like that was to ever happen again. I gotta drop some things here because I'm overweight and I don't like it. Let's drop these. Anyways, so we had the stomach flu, and it was bad. It was really bad. But I got up, and I had to go into the bathroom, and kind of do the thing that you do when you've got the stomach flu. And so I was sitting on the toilet, and I don't know, I got this wave of dizziness that came over me, and I ended up like throwing up, but at the same time I passed out. So by the time it was all said and done, like my wife heard this loud bang, and it was me falling into the washer and slamming my face into it. So it was horrible, So I don't know, a viral outbreak, it depends if there's vomiting that's involved with it. No, definitely not. I don't want to do that. Oh yeah, having one bathroom, especially when you have a decent sized family. And we've got 5 people living in this house, so it's kind of rough, I am so close to being underweight here. I hate to just drop anything. Do I have any junk? No, I don't. Did I accidentally pick up any missiles or anything? I did. Yes, there's 11. Oh, good God. That's a lot of weight. I don't even know how I picked up 11 missiles. How did that even happen, Ira? My goodness, you blind so-and-so. Anyways, so what are the kind of apocalypses? I don't know.
I am strongest.
AI overlord kind of a thing, destroying humanity or something like that. I suppose that'd be another one. That one might be doable. It just kind of depends on if we're dealing with Terminator kind of things, or if we're dealing with other kind of robots that are coming after us, or if it's more like a nanobot situation. Nanobots, that would be really rough, because what could you do to really combat that, other than hoping that you can come up with a good antiviral situation that would handle those. There you are. I was wondering where you were, dude. But if it's robots, we might be able to do something against them. It just kind of depends on if the robots are able to take over our technology. I suppose they probably could, though. Heat death of the universe. That's something that a lot of people think is going to happen anyways. I'm not sure about that, though. I'm not sure if that's actually, if entropy is actually something that is realistic, or if it's something that we're just kind of misreading. It's kind of hard to tell. We have good technology, and humans have come a long way to try to discern what's going on with that kind of a situation. But I don't know. I think we still might not have all of the clues and all of the answers that's going to come with that kind of a thing. But we'll see. We'll see. Well, we probably won't. We'll probably be long gone before the heat death of the universe comes around. But people will see. We as humans will probably see. As long as we can get ourselves off planet. That's the thing. We will probably still be around way at that point if we can get ourselves off planet. But that's one of the issues. We have right now the tech that would help us to get to that point, but I don't know, so many people are focused on really the wrong things. Here in America, there are a lot of things that we could do to super improve the situation of not only people but technology too. And what do we see happening? We see that the military is getting literally trillions of dollars every year to basically keep creating the same bombs over and over again. Well, what's the point of that? You've already got enough to destroy the world literally multiple times over and crack it into billions of little tiny iotas, right? And yet you still keep pumping out more. You know, I don't know. I don't get the point of that. There's better things that we could do with that money, you know, and with the technology that could come from it. I mean, just imagine what we could do with it. Well, funnily enough, Ali, as far as like the rapture kind of a situation goes, that's an interesting thought experiment. I think that depending on who gets taken up, and I don't mean any real insult here, guys, but bear in mind that I was raised hyper Christian, and I have gotten away from it. I was actually on the pathway to become a pastor, and I walked away from all of it because of the incredible hypocrisies and the multitudes of things that I saw going on, and really the contradictions in the texts too were a big issue for me. But anyways, funnily enough, the concept of the rapture actually was not a thing until relatively recently. It was in the 1800s when that idea started to formulate within certain sects of Christianity, and it kind of caught on and got popularized from there. So, it's kind of more of an insertion into things than an actual real thing. If you do some serious study and research on the subject. But, taking that into account, if we were to encounter something like that, it kind of depends. Are we talking about the cafeteria Christians, the ones who claim to be Christians and yet are, problematic to say the least, being taken? Or is it like, kind of the really awesome people too? If it's the really awesome people, I mean, I don't know. I don't think that it's something that would be really impactful except on more personal levels than anything, really. Because, I mean, think about it, not everybody follows that religion. It's only like certain portions of the population of humanity that follow that religion and would follow the religion well enough that they would actually be taken up in a rapture situation. So it'd be kind of like on more of a personal level that, families, the interconnectivity of the families would be destroyed because their people, disappeared. But as to the overall effect of the world, I don't know. I don't think it'd be as bad as maybe what people think. Because it wouldn't be everybody, you know what I mean? Like there'd still be a lot of people left. So I don't know. One of them weird things, I guess. Let me run over here to the White Spring station and get rid of some of these legendary items I've got in stock. So other apocalypses. Let me see here. Let's see. I mean, a shutdown of the world's power. We could probably go ahead and survive that. I think I could probably survive that better than most other apocalypses. I do have some training in survival. I do have the ability to do, some things. Now, somebody like me would probably be in a lot of trouble with that kind of thing because I do rely on tech a lot because of my blindness, But as to whether or not it would be like severely something that I would not be able to survive, I think I could. You see all that crap the RNG Angel gave me tonight? Yeah, these are terrible. These are absolutely terrible. Just a bad idea. But I'm getting there. I've got 955 legendary script at this point, and I could probably go ahead and make use of them. Because by the time all is said and done, I don't want to go like over. Let me go ahead and do that. Let's head over to the Rusty Pick and let's see what has to give me today. Societal collapse. I mean, again, like that would be more of an interpersonal thing. And it might come down to just like power loss and the loss of like infrastructure and that kind of thing. That would be rough. A societal collapse would definitely be rough. What would cause the societal collapse though? Would it be just people falling into anarchy, or would it be, other things that are causing it? I think societal collapse would be more along the lines of the result of whatever other apocalypse happened. It would cause a societal collapse, and that would be something else that we would have to deal with. I think that a lot of people don't realize like how close we are to actually having a collapse kind of a situation happening, because so much of our infrastructure is reliant upon other people and other sections of the world that we might not really recognize. Let me see. Let's see what kind. Okay, cross your fingers. Okay, I'm gonna fire Sally. I told my angel I'm gonna fire Sally so that she doesn't have to worry about Sally anymore. Let's see if my angel will actually do something good for me here. Okay. All right. Here we go. No. Nocturnal Crusader pistol. Just no. They are buffing Nocturnal in the next patch, but I no. That's just terrible. See, I think that actually could be something that would really happen. The bees going extinct and stuff. I think we're well on the way to that kind of thing occurring, and that's kind of scary. It really is, because we're definitely affecting them in a really big way, and they are critical to making sure that humans survive. A bloodied auto grenade launcher. Okay. What's this have with it? Limb damage and damage resistance while reloading. The damage output on this would probably be really good, but whether or not it's actually worthwhile using, that's a different story. I don't think so. I really don't think so. I've done tests on the auto grenade launchers on this channel before, and I don't know. The carry weight of the ammo is super high. The damage on those is woefully low, so I don't know. Exterminators, anything is terrible. I'm not even looking at you. Berserkers, anything is terrible. Two-shot missile launcher. Oh my goodness. Okay, well this one might actually not be too bad. However, it has the VAT stuff attached to it, and nobody's going to use missile launchers and VATs. Nope. Instigating Crusader pistol. Okay. This one has reduced weight, which is kind of useless on a pistol. They're already really low weight anyway. And it also has the extra damage while aiming, which isn't maybe too bad. This might not be too bad of a weapon. I'll have to do some tests with it and see like how buffed up I can make the damage on it. It just depends on the front load damage of it. Would it be worth it using the instigating? Probably not, but I'll test it out and see. A quad Gauss rifle. Okay, now this is not bad. This one has, kind of crappy ads on it. Bashing damage and extra VATS action point cost reduction. The VATS reduction, that's not bad. The quad is pretty good. Gauss rifles are pretty terrible as far as the amount of ammo per magazine. So, yeah, not shabby. Not shabby. Not the best, but not shabby. Mutant Slayers, anything? No. Two-shot submachine gun? Okay. That one has extra damage while aiming. Would which would be very useful on a submachine gun, I will admit. And that's critical meter fills 15% faster. The one problem with submachine guns is they are woefully inefficient with VATS. So if you're using them in VATS, it's just not going to last very long. But the critical meter filling faster, I mean, that could be useful. Two-shot has some problems, though, and especially those problems come into play outside of VATS. So, all right, well, we are out of script. So we got a couple of items that I would say are not bad. Not great, but not bad. Why is my stash weight not showing correctly? There we go. 1180. So I'm not going to be able to store too much in here. Trying to see what I'm doing here, folks. Sorry. Chat box was in the way. Okay, there we go. Okay, can I put this in? No, that's like 11 pounds. Jeez. Want to make sure I keep that gauze, because that's not bad. Probably just gonna have to drop a lot of these items because they're just I don't have the script available for the rest of the day today to be able to get rid of it. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to put that in there. That's too heavy. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll just have to get rid of a bunch of stuff here, unfortunately. Kind of hate to, because I saved up all that precious script for nothing. For nothing, I tells ya. Definitely dropping that. That's probably the heaviest thing. I'll get rid of that too. Well, see, I hate to get rid of that because I could probably do a test with that just to see how well it does. That is awful heavy, though. Well, what can one do, right? What can one do? Yeah, I'll destroy the Nocturnal Crusader pistol. There we go. Okay, that should be okay. I'll carry this thing around until I can transfer it to an alt or something. Sorry about the delay there, guys. I just want to make sure I got those taken care of. You gotta sleeps. No, you're not allowed to sleeps. Sleep is for the weak. Well, thank you very much for tuning in with me tonight, Ollie. I appreciate it, and I hope you can sleep well. My chat box is going a little bit crazy. I'm trying to get it fixed up here, guys. Sorry. Wow, that's a really loud bang. I wonder what happened there. That's kind of crazy. Okay, there we go. I think I got it fixed up. Okay, so let me see. I think Okay, well, first off, my lunchboxes did wear off, so I'm going to have to use those again. Give me 1 second while I use those. Gone through quite a bit of lunchboxes the past couple of days, trying to get through this. But that's okay. That's what they're there for. There we go. We got the 100% back up now. And we're good for another hour's worth of time for it. Yep. Got it. Okay. So, let me go back to West-Tech, and I will log out of this server and log back into a public one so that I can refresh everything again. I mean, by this time, somebody may have spawned outside. I can go ahead and tear them up as well. But we're getting there. We're getting there. So I hope everybody out there is having a good night. It's been an interesting day for us here. We didn't do too much as far as the fireworks and stuff like that goes with the 4th of July. Not too big of a deal, really. I mean, our kids are kind of older, so, you know, the fireworks thing is not quite as exciting and fun for them compared to when they were younger, but that's okay. It was still a very good day. We had some pizza. We had a nice time hanging out together and having fun with it. So, you know. So I hope my chat box is working. It does seem like it is now. So if I miss anything, I do apologize. I had to like reset it entirely there. So So zombie apocalypse, you know, one of the things about a zombie apocalypse that would be kind of disturbing for me is, again, with me not being able to see very well, I would have a hard time shooting them, you know, and if they're the rage zombies, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble because, well, Ira don't run, like, at all. It ain't happening. I know that, technically speaking, all I need to do is outrun whoever it is that I'm with, and I'm going to be okay, you know, but I think a lot of people would be able to outdo me, to say the least. I've got arthritis and I've got fibromyalgia, and it's kind of a mess, you know, so I would probably be in quite the train wreck of trouble if it was rage zombies. But if it's the Romero zombies, you know, you can at least outwalk them, you know, if you need to. But my shooting, my aim is not what it used to be. My eyes definitely would probably do a lot of trouble for me, given that kind of a situation. But yeah, I think I'd probably be. I think I would probably be food, to say the least. I would probably be food. But that's okay. It's the circle of life, right? You're born, you live, and then you die to a zombie apocalypse, and they eat your brains. Circle of life, right there. Got to keep the zombies going. I always wondered too, like, what would, like, again, I'm an author, right? So I write sci-fi, I write horror, I write fantasy, I write all the speculative fictions, right? So one of the things that I've always wanted to do was to write a story about a zombie apocalypse that happens. So, like, humanity is, like, doomed. Nobody survives. The only thing that's left is zombies, you know? And then what would happen if an alien race invaded that zombie afflicted planet? Would they go after the aliens next, or would the aliens do what they could to destroy the zombies? You know, would the aliens then have a zombie problem themselves? You know, interesting thoughts. You know, what would happen with that kind of a situation? It'd be kind of cool to maybe see the results of something like that. You know, the ultimate victor. You know, who's going to win? You know, in the ultimate victory. I don't know. It'd be an interesting situation. Oh, I didn't make it quite over. There we go. All right, let's see if anything is left here in West Tech. I don't know if there will be or not, but we'll check. Looks like maybe they've been killed. Yeah. Somebody murdered them. I can't murder them myself. Oop, nope. There's one left. Hey, there you are. Okay. Maybe there are some left then. Yeah, okay, good. Just the entrance didn't have them. Good. That'll work. We'll tear these guys up here real quick. I'm pretty close. I'm going to get through this today. I'm going to get through this little level today. That'll be good. Nope. These guys are dead. Okay. Well, let's see. Anybody left alive back in here? Hello, super mutants. Hello. Nope. Okay. I will switch worlds then. I'm just not going to bother with it. I'll switch worlds. We're so close. We're so close. Well, let me see. Let me check it. Let me check it. Okay. If the Mirelurks are spawned over here, we might be okay. Oh wow, the squatters thing is up on Sunrise Field. That's interesting. I haven't seen that before. Well, we can go ahead and hit that. Why not? That'll work. We might get the XP off of the mission there. So I hope my system has been stable tonight. I noticed earlier today when I was doing the Warframe streams, things seemed to be a little bit hooky. So I changed some settings on the system, the software that I'm using, and I think that it's gotten it fixed. I haven't noticed it dropping frames this time around. So long distance shot there, but none of them counted. Keep shooting there. There we go. Now it counted. Anybody else left? I know the queen looked like it was spawned over there, but nope. There we go. Okay, cool. That does them all. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over here and get the queen. And depending on what level she is, I might be able to get the XP bonus here. Do some good. Hello, queen. It's been a while. Oh yeah, tore her up real quick, and we got the score point out of it. Didn't quite get us to bypass this score level though. Dang it. We're close. We're very close. I think one more. Yep, one more should do it. Okay. Let me go over here to the Fisher site then and see if they're there. Because the Scorch Beats are worth quite a bit. I mean, I get like at least 1,000 XP from it, so. Alright, yeah, one is here. Legendary? Maybe? I think maybe it was. If so, that'd be cool. Yep, it is. Good. We're not hitting its head. We need to hit its head. There we go. There we go. Got it. Well, we can see what it dropped. It definitely flew far over there, though. That's for sure. Got some ghoulies spawned over here. Wasted a woeful amount of bullets on that guy. Alright, you got anything useful? Berserker's Fat Man. Nah, I ain't even bothering picking that up. That is way too much weight, and I don't have the ability to script it right now, so nope. That will remain right there. Unfortunately, but, you know. It happens. Okay, so, how much more do we need to go? About 5,000. Okay. Let me see. Is this place going to have them spawn still? Hopefully. I think it'll push us over the edge if they are. Okay, sorry, I had to take some tea in there. We're also getting really dangerously close to dying from radiation. But, yeah, it doesn't look like anybody might be here. Somebody has already killed him off. Oh, no. The shame. Okay, then let me hop on to a private world again. We'll just do that real quick. And what's here when we log back in should be enough to take care of getting that score level. Grinding out these score levels, I mean, it's not easy when you're just doing it 100 score at a time, you know? It's not easy. But I'm having a good time being here chatting with you guys, and I hope that you're enjoying it too. I am Blind Dad Does, and today Blind Dad is doing gaming. We're doing Fallout 76, trying to get through the season score board. We are almost there. Right now, I am at score 96. I'm just about to click over to score 97. So we'll have just a couple of days left on this score table to, or on this season, sorry, to get through this score board. And man, I would want to get it done. I would love to get it done. That'd be really nice. Just to be able to say, hey, yeah, I did it again, you know? But I don't know. I might not make it this time around. I might not. I ended up missing a couple of weeks worth of playtime, so it definitely impacted the ability for me to get the score completed. I thought for sure when I first started this season, yes, I'm going to be able to get this one done. And I don't know. I might not. I might not. I mean, if not, that's okay. It happens, you know, but still, it'd be nice. Well, I got a treat for you. It's called a really good insurance policy, Super Mutant. Let me come tell you about it, okay? This insurance policy is really nice. It will help you out with the headaches that you're about to get. And it will also allow you to go see a doctor for that horrible skin problem that you have. And you know, you might even be able to get some therapy to handle the other issues that you've got. Because let's admit it, you've got some issues, Super Mutant. You know, you've kind of got a little bit of an ego problem, and a little bit of a maybe narcissistic problem. And they can definitely help you out with that, you know? You just got to give them a chance. Give therapy a chance. Okay, so it wasn't enough to tick me over here. Unfortunately, the mission wasn't spawned here. You know, the manhunt event wasn't spawned. So that's okay. We'll just head over here to Westack, and we will be able to get them done there. So that's okay. It do happen. It do happen. Anyways, so for those of you guys curious, yes, I am blind. I'm trying my best to play these games with the limited abilities to see that I have. But I have fun with it, and I hope that you guys have fun, kind of hanging out here and having some cool conversations. I kind of talk about whatever random stuff comes to my head, and hopefully you guys enjoy that too. And there we go. We got the score. Yes, we got the score, and we got this one. Oh my God, done. Finally, 3 hours worth of time, and I finally got it ticked over to get it completed. So nice. That'll help. Let me complete these guys here. We'll just finish out these guys here on the outside. Lit me on fire. I think we got a problem, bro. Again, you need that insurance. You need that get some therapy. It'll help. It'll help. Get some therapy. We're all in therapy these days. Yes, even I'm in therapy. I will admit it. But I think given the state of the world, it's good to have people to talk to, right? But you guys can kind of be my therapy. You guys get my weirdness more than my therapist does. Join me in my weirdness. Join me in my troubled existence as I try to enact a super mutant apocalypse, taking them all out one at a time. Well, I'll take you out from that long shot. That works. I was trying to go for that doggo there, but, I'll take the guy out from the distance. That's fine. That's fine. All right. And we'll get this turret over here. And there we go. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. It wasn't super horrific, but we did get through it finally, and thankfully. But I hope that you guys have enjoyed yourselves and that you will hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, let you know when I come live again. I do come live every night. Usually it's about 1:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. But yeah, I hope that you guys have enjoyed yourselves. And I want to deeply thank all of you for being here with me. I am aware of how precious your time is, and every moment that you have decided to spend with me, I am very grateful for. So, until next time, keep safe out there. Have fun. Thank you so much as always for watching. And we'll talk to you again later.